No, it would help if I opened up Roll20.
That was the first
That
thing on the
probably
recording, so
would.
that'd be great. So yeah, we're good. We're good.
Well, oh my god, what the fuck? Another one so soon? What is this?
Rule of 3, man. We had to do something different on the third time.
Dude, like we have to this is the third session sequentially, like, oh my god. This is session number 3 already? What? A lot of shit has happened. But rule of 3, and let it be. So, hello everybody. This is the another session where you guys ride dragons, but not all of you have dragon right now. So, who wants to do the recap?
Yeah, we can volunteer someone or we can roll dice.
Either volunteer or be sacrificed, bitches.
That's like my classrooms.
Well, I guess so. / roll
I was
1d7.
taking a
Yep,
sip of
1d7.
coffee.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1d7. It did not recognize that command because I probably did it wrong. I definitely did it wrong. So I'm just going to roll a d8 and subtract 1.
I was gonna say I could just
Do it.
Yeah, I was gonna
Do
say
it.
I can. Yeah, give me 1 second. / roll
Do it.
d7. There.
Do it.
Oh, natural 1. So funny enough, me.
Go ahead.
Upon the second week of travel, the party grew and learned more about one another, some through conversation and some by chance of weather. Upon learning more of the dad nature of Bertrand, the trauma of Janessa, and the fighting styles of Mos, it was revealed the concept of a elemental hero when Garrick was being incapacitated by sensory overload via massive storm. Resting in a cave and fed by the fatherly Minotaur, our adventurers traveled further until one night they were attacked by the corrupted floral dragons. During this altercation, many people shined and fought well, while Ellerin unfortunately was infected and made to suffer his trauma by way of fire and ash. After the infected fauna was destroyed, Ellerin attempted to leave poison still in his system when stopped by Garrick and Rhiannon, attempting to use a fist covered by a cryptic dark aura of necrotic origin. Knocked out by Garrick and killed by Rhiannon, Ellerin still left to collect his thoughts and encountered a Damastocles wyvern who, along with their mate, was looking for the Black Sabers who are trafficking children. Upon learning this, Ellerin offered a helping hand, claiming once more his title, the Pale Emissary.
Okay. Wait. Okali Ladokali. So that was short and sweet. That's nice. All right. So last we left off, we literally Ellerin was literally face to face with this Damascus steel wyvern.
Yes.
So the wyvern does ask you to go back to whence you came, and he will follow you soon after.
Like he'll rendezvous with us. Just head back now.
He will rendezvous with you. He's able to track you, basically.
Don't worry, I'll know.
Oh, jeez. Before he leaves, he goes, "What's your name, by the way?"
He tilts his head to the side. We don't have names.
Let me rephrase then. The title you go by that you usually
I have
use.
no title.
None at all.
I prefer it to be that way.
Mm.
I tend not to be out and about. So I never conjured a name for the masses.
So they identify themselves by like the patterns of their like they just tell each other apart by the patterns of their scales and fur, right?
Yep, they tell each other apart literally by their scales and fur. So even by tail blades, because not there's different lineages and different tail blades for each lineage. So like they are hella diverse. Like each one is literally different. If there are twins out there, that is like they literally act like one person. That is just how they are.
Gotcha. I did not
They
think of
never
this.
give each other names because there's no need to, and they only have names when other creatures give them names, and then they just go by that.
Fair enough then. I was curious. But now, and I will meet you soon.
Very well. I will see you at dawn.
Hmm. So he turns and starts making his way back to Tamp.
The wyvern soon turns and leaves you be as well. So you
Who's that
return back
music?
to camp.
That was a slip of the finger. Don't mind that.
Oh, hi, Lulu. Hello.
Hmm.
So you return to camp.
Like rubbing his eyes and just after that sort of got a bit more of a resolve, I guess. Put it like that.
Well, first of all, you're less distraught.
Yeah.
So you guys see Ellerin come back, less broody.
Mhm.
Still broody, just less broody.
I was gonna say.
Less broody than he was
He's
5
still the
minutes
brooding.
ago.
We all know he's still the brooding
You good
teenager.
there?
Yeah, I am. I know I'm going to bed because I'm still hurt.
Cool. I will insight you.
For what exactly?
Just gauge your state of mind, basically. I only say because Garrett kind of has like he's encountered you before. I'm curious if there's any similar similarities to who you were. Anything looking
All right.
familiar? Yeah, just
I mean, all right. That's fair.
17.
And it still continues. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it looks like there's some how do I want to put it?
It's hard to put it. Like that's why I was struggling with describing it. But like basically, I'm looking for like when you were who you were, there was like always. I think like the way I could best describe it is like there was always like a stance. There was always like a bit of resolution in that mentality. I guess I'm looking for
There
that.
was, and there it's shown a little here. He can see it.
I will say nothing.
Oh, by the way, he stops. His back is still turned. We've got a guest coming.
What kind of guess?
Someone who's gonna help us with the sabers.
Someone halfway intelligent. Gonna have to be a
Yeah.
lot more specific. I don't think you realize how little that narrows it down.
someone
Do
I
you know
just
how
met.
little that narrows it
I
down?
Not the
know.
slightest
I know that.
idea how little that narrows it down.
He like turns and he kind of looks at I keep forgetting Janessa's dragon's name. And
Varicose?
Clara. What is it?
Varicose.
Veracos. That Veracos and Clara is in particular is like another dragon creature, very least.
Oh, I'm gonna prepare myself for that.
You're welcome. And he and he goes to rest up a little bit.
Just be happy that I no more of those fucking flower doggos. That's all I'm concerned about right now.
Yep. They're dead. So let's just resume our watches until his friend goes up.
So are these just normal here? They just wander around and just assault? Is that it?
Assault is a strong word.
I mean, that's what they did, no?
Kind of have to be.
More like ambush?
The parasites, maybe, the bodies themselves.
Then I think he's my good belly.
What'd you say, Noodle? I'm sorry.
I'm just not curious where that one arrow went.
You can look around for it. It couldn't have gone far from the camp.
Hoping it has not. Just goes off to find the one arrow.
Real follows you just to be sure that you're okay.
Oh, Rhiannon would have taken a look at the Larkspur corpses, by the way. Like, sat down, written details down, maybe done a little sketch of them as well in her journal.
You're just poking them with a pencil.
This one is squishier than the others.
Oh, I will use my Senior of that night, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
and I will message to Captain.
Mhm.
Tuck taken by Black Sabers. We're heading east of Renwick, right?
You're heading southeast.
Southeast, that's right. Sabers southeast of Brunswick.
Mm-hmm.
Traveling with people, including Pale Emissary. Not total asshole. Still iffy.
Okay.
That is my message. I think I have fireworks left over, but don't need to. Actually, you know what? Working with him too, somehow. There we go.
Yeah, you had like,
I had fireworks left.
yeah. So you hear back. Glad you're safe. At port. Southeast. Brunswick. We'll send Kate to find you. Keep eye on Emissary.
Nope, I
Take
can't
care.
Can't respond. I only get one per day, so yep, that's my. And I'm gonna go back to my long rest.
Go EBs, Neebies to fucking Sleebies.
Yep, until said dragon appears, which I guess is gonna happen in the morning if I had a wager.
He will literally just show the fuck up and is just standing there because he's actually pretty stealthy.
Fair.
I was gonna say, is it like
He's
the
just
metal
standing
pipe
there.
falling sound effect?
No, he's actually like, he's actually
dragon.
like, um, he's off on one of the cliff ledges, and he basically has perched there. So how these wyverns like rest, they can't really lay down fully because of their hearts and how their chest is structured, because the chest literally opens up to reveal that heart in order to cool it down. So how they sleep is literally like by craning their necks. Some sleep like giraffes, others sleep like birds, where they just crane their neck backwards and puff out their chest and use their chest as a rest. So that's how he's literally like resting at the moment.
Oh, so they just lay on themselves and
He
they
sleeps like a chicken, yeah, kind of, basically.
Yeah.
More like a parrot than anything, honestly.
Matt, you got to draw that.
So it's like chicken ideals, parrot anatomy. Is that
No,
it?
not chicken ideals and parrot anatomy. What the fuck?
Anyways.
But he is literally just there resting. He is awake. And then immediately Clara and Veracruz, well, Clara is on the defense while Veracruz is like, oh, cool. A bird.
Oh look! Oh look! It's Chubby.
What the bird doing?
Behold,
What the
chicken.
bird doing? Behold. Deadly chicken.
Behold, a man.
Behold. You made me
This
do
poor
it.
Damascus steel wyvern is being compared to a chicken.
Right, yeah. Let's do it.
Uh-huh.
So are we all looking to this?
He is not really hiding from all of you, but it is surprising to just see him there.
Cool. I'm gonna roll a wisdom
He's
saving
just
throw.
standing there, menacingly.
He's just standing there menacingly.
14.
You're pretty scared, especially because this thing does look very intimidating compared to other wyverns you've seen.
Great. Ella did not say how fucking terrifying you were. Thanks, Ella. Thank you, Ella, and I appreciate your candidness.
Hey, I gave you preparation.
He's complaining. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. Bertrand will just give Clara a pat on the side, like basically like it's okay.
Meanwhile, Janessa is fussing over Varicose, checking his teeth, making sure there's no more of that parasite in his mouth.
I'm fine.
Are you sure I'm not making
Yes.
anything right?
Mom.
Yes, I'm fine.
So, you're the person our compatriot told us about.
Grand rising to you too.
That is the most polite way to say good morning, honestly. I'm gonna use that from now on.
Oh god.
That literally is a way to say good
Rising.
morning.
Look, respectfully.
Grand rising.
Look, respectfully. No idea what you're about. He just said you come and he gave us like nothing else, so I have no idea what this is about.
I
I
am
told you
here
he's
to
gonna help
assist
us.
you in your endeavors. For the time being.
He
We
told
have
me.
the same goal in mind.
We both want to take down the sabers. I think kind of like.
I look to the wyvern,
walk
then to
by.
Ellerin, then to the wyvern, then to Ellerin, then to the wyvern.
What?
The wyvern literally closes his eyes and goes, I am not with him. I am
No,
only
we don't.
working with him.
I'm aware. How much do you know about the Black Sabers?
A lot, actually.
Say the last few decades or so?
Quite.
I look to him
And it's
again.
not just me, it's also my friend, which you have not met yet.
I look to him.
And I'd rather you not.
I look to him, then I look to Ellerin, then I point to Ellerin being like, is that why?
That is why.
Okay, so
If
right.
I introduce him to my friend, he dies, and I need him alive.
I kind of suspect.
Have you heard of a wyvern called the Caretaker?
Have any of us?
You all can roll a history check.
So how do I
I
roll?
don't know. This is just.
Huh?
You don't know.
Alright.
Oh.
Hoo-ha-hoo.
All of you
Really?
all roll a history check.
22?
18.
Natural 20, so roll 22.
What the hell is?
19.
History is under skills noodle on the left-hand side of the saving throws.
Makes
It's gonna
sense.
be
No, I'm
under
just missing
deception.
the whole fucking page.
Oh,
Found it.
okay, there you
Things work.
I may be stupid.
I mean,
Hey, no
same
shit.
thing. Oh,
Oh, hey!
Wow.
Nat 20s!
Noodles, somehow you just overheard this, even though, like, there is no real way for you to know. Same thing with Janessa.
Yes.
Actually, no, Janessa makes more sense. But you, Alma, you overheard this, but it all makes sense now. It's all coming together. So everyone but Bertrand,
Hi.
Bertrand and Basil.
Oh, hey, you guys have something in common. That's a starting point.
One character should have known shit about the planet. No.
Know the Caretaker as another Damascus Steel Wyvern, though this wyvern actually has no natural weapons on their body. They were born without claws or blades, and their wings are completely dull. So instead of learning arts and other traditions that are natural to the Damascus Steel Wyverns, she actually her creed is to take care of children of all walks of life.
Oh, that makes sense. Now I know how I better.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Naked
Who the
cat.
fuck is breathing so heavy?
that is your...
Yeah, right?
Is that your friend?
Yes.
Oh, that's why he'd kill him. Okay, I get it now.
He just looks at Garrick like,
Don't worry about it. I feel like I don't want to pull the trigger on that gun just yet.
Wait, I would love to see it come
That's Bertrand's
naturally.
Who was that?
Don't say a word. That's the Damascus Steel.
Okay, I thought
He,
that was
li-
the
he
trigger. I was like,
literally said, "Let it come naturally."
I mean, what do you think?
Don't say a
Yeah,
word.
what do you think I'm saying? The fuck shut. He like draws the thing for a sec, then backs up immediately again. Now, alright, so we are traveling southeast since the Sabres, that was the last location. Are you going to travel with us, or are you going to follow us all mystique-like?
I am willing to follow you if you wish, but I can tell that you are very skittish.
Inherited trauma, what can I say? I'm just gonna warn you right now. Apparently, the Black Sabres are really good at defending against dragons lately, from what we've been told. So, if you're... Yeah, so I'm just gonna give you that warning.
I am aware.
Good. Great. So, yeah, everybody, let's go, please. I need a moment to deal with this.
Before we get a move on,
Why, though?
I
Hi.
humbly request. I humbly request a bit of tinder.
A bit
Sure.
of what?
Tinder.
Tinder.
Tinder. You got no dating apps on you. It's not dating app.
I
He wants
guess,
Tinder.
I guess I point
Just
to the
give him
campfire.
some.
I just point to the campfire where there's, Tinder.
Is it put out and used?
Yeah.
If it's used, I'm assuming they're not gonna want it. They need fresh Tinder, probably.
The wyvern inspects, and then literally puffs the ashes out of the fireplace that you made, like and
Pit?
and it made, and he shakes his head. Not enough.
He needs fresh tinder.
I will give him my tinderbox, I guess, because I have that.
Like,
I can imagine Garrick literally like, wait, hold up, puts it down, and then
Pretty much.
quickly steps
slowly.
away.
Not unless I get another wisdom save.
Yeah,
Then yeah.
advantage.
Okay, I'm heading an edge with this one. With the fear.
You already have advantage.
23.
You're not. You're seeing how this wyvern really acts. You know, there's nothing to fear.
It helps that he's more afraid of like traditional dragons than he is other types.
Yes. So he
he'll-
literally
he'll hand-
comes and
he'll hand it to him.
he actually very carefully, like, carefully takes the tinder out of the box and consumes it. And you see the flames within his chest kind of burn a bit brighter compared to before.
I don't. Okay. That's new. Good to know, I guess.
Yeah, they do that.
That's pretty though.
I mean, it's cool, just new.
Oh,
My anatomy is not jaw-dropping. Now move.
Kind of is for people who haven't seen. Well, alrighty. Garrick will not argue. He's comfortable with it.
Yeah.
He's not pushing his luck. Or his fear.
Oh, okay. So this dragon actually understands that you have fears towards their kind, so he's actually like trailing behind you, like he's keeping distance.
Fair enough. I am grateful. I'm also gonna, since we have a few days left to get to Brunswick, I'm gonna do my last try and see if I can master dual wielding in that time.
Okay.
That's me. I'll shut the fuck up now.
Is there anything else anyone wants to do in your next week of travel?
Rhiannon is also going to do sketches of the Damascus steel wyvern.
He is a very complicated design.
She would still do it.
good fucking luck.
She'd still do it and take little notes.
Ooh, okay, that's pretty good. That's really good. Well, I got two good ones, so maybe that one doesn't matter because I might have gotten it.
Yeah, you fumble and you accidentally break one of the swords.
Oh
Shit.
Oh
Amber,
no!
Shit.
Whip,
Not
whip,
again.
whip.
Not
Again.
again.
The trend continues.
I was hoping this would happen. I'm not even gonna lie. I was hoping I'd break one. But
What is Garrick trying to do?
master dual wielding.
Your mom.
Okay.
That being said,
I
with
thought he
those
was
other
trying to do
checks,
something
with my
else.
other ones, was able to do it right as I broke it.
Mhm.
Okay, I got 2 weapon fighting. Yay! And I can't use it.
Weapon.
You can't use it yet.
That is so perfect.
Makes sense. I've seen it.
I love that.
Well, I see you finally got it
As in,
down.
the dice give it and the dice take
No.
it
Are you kidding
away.
me? You have no idea how much I love that.
Like, oh, yep,
Can't-
you got it, and then you lost it.
That
Well,
is
you're not
so
able to use it.
perfect. That is just so perfect.
So,
I might
You
actually,
guys-
start playing, but yeah.
if you guys want, you guys can someone roll me a D100. See what happens during the week. If you guys don't have any roleplay you want to do.
Does the Damascus have a certain smell about them? Curious.
They smell like steel.
Furnace.
They literally smell like
Like
a
a-
furnace. Like they smell like a well-used furnace.
Melting.
Is there a way for Bertrand to try and use his artisan tool to make a soap that smells like that?
Oh my god.
Nope.
Interesting.
Yeah, Bertrand makes soap and lotions.
It's
There's a
gonna be
reason why his
really.
hair is so fluffy.
It is going to be a very difficult smell to replicate because, first of all, this is a living being. The
Yeah.
smell is distinct enough for it to be identified as something other than a furnace. So, like,
Fair
you
enough.
can't exactly replicate this smell.
He's gonna try and get as close as he can. It's like he's like I know this is not gonna be perfect, but if I can get close, he's happy.
All right.
I feel like it'll end up smelling like
roll me-
campfire.
Roll me an artisan's tools check.
What is the attribute for it?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. This is gonna be a bad roll because it's only a +3. Hoo-ha-hoo.
What do you mean it's only a +3? Oh, you managed to
it's-
get pretty close. It's a cozy smell.
Do you not have
He's like-
proficiency in
he's like-
artisan's tools? Or
do,
It's a
but for some
decently
reason-
cozy
oh.
smell.
I have a +1 in my intelligence. That probably is why.
oh,
Yeah.
Actually,
But he's just like Go ahead.
no. Finish your thing because I was gonna say.
Yeah, he would have had his sleeves rolled up, his gloves off, and the wrapping that he originally had on his cuts. He made sure to keep those clean while he was doing it, so there's no blood mixed into the soap.
Yeah.
Soup. Like,
But he's just like,
Eric would actually want to talk to Bertrand real quick that night, actually, when he finishes making the soap, if that's alright.
yeah. He just kind of finishes up, and he's got his Bowie knife, just kind of chopping it into nice little bricks that can be like given if people want it. As he's just sitting there.
Hey, can I talk to you for a moment?
Is there something important you need from me, or you just want to talk?
Important, actually, if that's alright, Bertrand. He actually uses your name.
Yeah, Bertrand just kind of looks back a little bit and goes, stands up, kind of takes a rag to clean off the Bowie knife, and he puts it back and goes, "Yeah, you want this to be private, or you want to talk out in the open?"
50-50. One is, I know how to use, like, pistols, kinda. I saw you using that, hunting rifle. Assuming we're in this for the long haul, because it seems like none of us want to walk away from this without making the, the Predator, pay. Mind, teaching me a thing or two you know about that?
Are you trying to learn more of the rifle, or are you trying to learn more of the revolver?
Revolver I can handle. It's the rifle I don't know. Other one is, regarding our, he looks at Ellerin.
Right. Rifle first. We can talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, which,
And he'll
which-
go.
for the sake of brevity, he just wants to do a base skill review, no training yet, because this is probably after I just finished the dual wielding training.
If he would let you hold the rifle, and if you would like. Well, I mean, it's kind of hard not to notice, but
I'll roll a check. I'll be
Garrick
fair.
would see. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the rifle. He's not. Well, no. The it's a design thing to the rifle itself.
Okay, I just want to be fair. with
Something that. Yeah. So on the rifle itself, I gotta pull up my notes for this actually, because there you are, Bertrand. Because I gotta make sure I remember which one is which. So on the rifle, you would notice the name Clayton. Like it seems very gently carved in, and there's no other real fanciness to it. Just a name on it.
He won't say anything about it, but he will say,
And he just explaining everything. Just
Yep. Oh.
you know.
Not too dissimilar. I definitely have to get used more to the recall. I think this is gonna have more of a punch to it.
Surprisingly, the lever actions actually don't have as much kick as you think.
Well, surprisingly, I'm not as buff as a Minotaur, so I'll take your word for it for now.
I used to shoot these as a kid when I took them hunting.
Which
It's
means
not actually dissimilar.
that's actually good to know. All right, respectfully, I have 2 requests regarding our emissary.
Go on.
I want to see the best in him. Maria's going to try something. Mind doing your best to make sure he keeps a level head.
Yeah, I could do my best. I mean, boy seems more wound up than a spring in a bad way.
He is. That's why I'm asking. I noticed something returning, and I'd rather it not return. And if it does return, you and Rihanna are the ones I trust to kind of knock sense into him. As much as I can trust you.
Well, that's smart. You don't want to trust anybody you just met about a week ago.
It's
About a week ago? Sorry.
it's complicated with
Bye-bye.
him. It's you see, when I met him, I only had stories of the Pale Emissary. I was a sailor. Sailors are superstitious by nature. He wasn't anything like the stories. Ruthless, most certainly, but I don't know. There was something else. I couldn't read it at the time. I was trying not to die, so I couldn't. I believe he wants to change for the better. I don't know if he knows how to. You seem to have figured out at least part of the equation. Figured, ask you to keep an eye on him. Screw his head on straight if he needs it. Bash it in if he needs a good bashing.
I could do one of those. Or both. But I'll say this, it's not easy. He's been at this a lot longer than most
A
people.
long time. In fact, when I was hearing those stories, a lot of them were myth for how long he was at it. It was, even with Elf, it was kind of hard to imagine someone so long-lived just sailing the seas. Like, with how they are, you would think something would get him. A tidal wave, just a bad storm, anything, but he always was there. I didn't know, actually, if I believed in him until, day of, so... But I do want him to thrive. I just also realize this is going to hurt a lot more than it helps. And to be honest, I am not the best person for the job. You know me, jokey, tend to, like Bertie and stuff. I just want to make sure that, someone can help him, someone a bit more wiser.
I wouldn't say wiser, but I get your gist.
Experienced,
I can do what I'm
McCarthy,
experienced in a lot more things, but
regardless, just...
McCarthy.
Regardless, I appreciate that.
you.
So, yeah, exactly. He's a shit. He knows he's not the best at this.
He's just like, well, I can do my best. Just understand that my methods aren't the most easy to discern. Most of my methods come from a farm life, so blame my father for the all that.
Yeah, I didn't. It's what it is. I'm not no judge. Trust me. And in terms of fathers, I had a pretty shitty one. But regardless, thank you. I appreciate that. And before I go back to my unusual nature, I want to thank you, Bertrand.
What for?
Exactly. Anyways, let's go, McCarth. I seldom do not want to think of a night without your dinners.
All it is just a simple stew. I can't make anything
And yet,
fancy.
it feels blessed by the horn gods. Long live the ladle. and all
Oh,
What the fuck? Long live the ladle.
he just Bertrand just looks at Clara for a minute and telepathically goes, "I think he's off his
She's-
rockers again."
She snorts, and she's just like, I don't know. He's very entertaining.
Watching a crazy man playing a ukulele while butt naked in the middle of a city.
And I bet
What the
you would do it too.
That's
That
an
sounds
analogy. That sounds like a good time. I don't know what you're talking about.
That is an analogy.
Oh,
Bertrand, here's the
she
thing.
even-
Bertrand has
she
seen
even-
it.
Oh, what are you saying to you right now?
Bertrand has seen it, and Bertrand is like, just based on experience, just goes, "Huh." But
I bet he would do it too.
let's hope not. I don't want to see anyone's bits yet. Nobody's really, well, never mind. I won't talk about that.
I wonder what he looks without the clothes.
Probably
Yeah.
covered in scars like most of us. Except for
dang.
you, of course.
Obviously, because I'm beautiful. I gotta look
That's
for
right.
speed.
He just turns to her and goes, "That's right." He starts rubbing her cheeks like, "You're my pretty little daughter."
She's literally just like purring and purring.
And he's just like, he'll wrap the soap up and we'll kind of like put it in a nice little tied parcel kind of situation. Goes, "You think this one's gonna get off the ground? I don't know what to call it."
What is that one?
I was trying to make it smell similar to the wyverns, but it's kind of hard to get that scent. But here, be careful. Don't take a big whiff. Don't want it to overload your senses.
Mm.
It just kind of holds one of the bricks out.
She kind of just gives it a very gentle whiff.
I was expecting a wholehearted snort.
Dude, if she actually tried to fucking snort it, it's gonna go up her nose.
That would hurt. That would hurt.
That would
And
hurt.
Bertrand's like, "Oh God, no!"
It's like
Bertrand
trying to.
doesn't wanna put
It's
his-
like it's kind of like snorting salt rocks. That's not good.
Oh.
Yeah, Bertrand doesn't want to try and stick his hands in her nostrils to get that thing out again.
Yeah, no. Again, yeah.
The
The answer is don't want to do it.
Dad, it happened
She
again.
gives it. She learned the first time. So,
Yeah.
Ugh.
Don't,
I'll
Abby,
go grab the
don't
orb.
breathe in deep.
she gives it a gentle whiff, and she's like, it definitely smells cozy and clean at the same time. It smells like if you use it enough times, you're just extra clean.
Clean and cozy.
Mm-hmm.
Clean and... What about... He, like, holds his hands out, he's thinking, what about... cozy cabin?
I like it.
Cozy cabin it is.
Mhm.
And he just kind of puts it away and he kind of goes, now, if you find, I do need your assistance, and he'll go and telepathy with Clara. If you find any lavender, and you find any, what's the flower? It's got a nice, almost honey-like smell.
Honeysuckle?
Honeysuckle. If you find any lavender and honeysuckle while we're around, pick a few. I'm making something special.
Maybe you should ask the new guy.
The wyvern?
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt on their peace. They seem to be they seem to be a business forward kind of person. Don't want
Well,
to interrupt
you
any.
wouldn't know. He seems friendly enough.
True.
You should try.
Uh,
Just say hi. And I'll be right here and kick his ass if I have to. Oh wait, I said ass.
honey. Let's not try to pick a fight with people we just met.
I know.
Even
But
though they did get introduced to.
I know. I'm just
Even though
trying
they
to
did get
say that if he
Yeah.
tries something,
No
I'll
one's
tear
gonna
him to
try
pieces.
anything.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that most people, especially the crazy one, is pretty much afraid of you.
Hey, crazy
I think
one.
the
Which
only one
one?
who's not afraid of you is exactly. They
They're
may
all
not.
crazy.
I think the only one that doesn't. Well, not as crazy as some of the people we've run into, but they're the only one that really doesn't. They're less scared of you and more interested. I think it's that Rhiannon. They seem a little more interested in learning.
Mm.
Okay.
But I'll go give them a try. Hopefully I don't say something that'll offend. You know how Mom and Pa were always trying to keep us from offending people.
Well, yeah, but he looks like really hard to offend.
You'd be surprised. I mean, me just standing in front of, I believe he's going by the Pale Emissary. Kind of a shit name, honestly. But anyways, he seems to get offended by a lot of things.
That doesn't mean that, a big wyvern guy that bumped into him is going to be offended. So talk
That's
to him.
true.
And I'll be right here.
All right. You just keep an eye on the group. Just, if anybody needs me, you give me a holler.
Of course, Bobby. I'll be right here.
And he will kind of fix up his shirt and kind of will walk over to the wyvern while rolling his sleeves back down to their normal length. Apologies for interrupting if I was.
He was literally in like a meditative pose, and he looks to you. You have not interrupted anything. How may I assist you?
Well, kind of introducing myself so that I'm not just some random person that you're seeing, but also just asking a question of, you wouldn't have happened to see any lavender or honeysuckle around these parts, have you?
My friend has been collecting a lot of that.
Oh. And the friend is in the sense of the caretaker.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't making soap with it, are they?
They make incense.
Huh.
They typically make some for me.
I've made incense once or twice. I'm leaning a little bit more towards soaps and lotions. Helps calm the mind, I find.
Here. And he uses his wings, and you notice that like he has about 3 fingers on the ends of his wings, where typically there's only a thumb, but there's 3 fingers there, and he actually uses them to like pick at his fur, and he pulls out this little tiny satchel from his mane and holds it up to you.
He'll be very gentle to hold his hand out to let them put it into his hand and him not reach and take it.
The wyvern gently puts it into your hand, and when you open it up, it's actual incense cones.
These will be perfect. Thank you. Oh, he takes his hat off and gives a gentle kind of head nod. I'm Bertrand McCarthy. Just a fella just passing through, or, well, I was passing through, but now we're in a bit of a pickle now.
It seems that we will be temporarily acquainted. And it won't be a bad acquaintance, I promise you.
Aww. Well, I can agree with you there. If you need anything or have any questions, or, well, if you're just plumb dunk hungry, I seem to be the one who's making all the meals around here.
I would love
like
to
to cater.
taste your meals, but I cannot taste anything. And I cannot eat anything else other than ash and sand.
Well, I have thought about that. I
I
think I've got
appreciate
an
the
idea
gesture,
for you.
but I will not be able to have any kinds of foods.
Well, I do have an idea that my papa always used to taught me. Something that may work. May give you a little bit more than just the usual ash and cinder, but I'll have to try it. I'll do some tests on it, and I've been a little rusty on my cooking. I mainly just make stews and seasoned meats for the other two.
Take your time. I am in no rush. I appreciate the concerns.
He gives a gentle bow and goes, "Well, thank you kindly. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go rustle up some meat for the grub, and pretty sure everybody's getting a little hungry."
I will leave you to it. And if you need my help, you can always come by and ask.
Same goes to you. He kind of tips his hat and will go and
He
basically do his
gives
wandering
Bertrand
stuff.
a nod as well.
Fuck yeah!
He's
I
not.
got a
He is not. He seems like intimidating, but he's actually pretty nice.
That's the thing, is like, it's fun.
I was gonna say.
I mean, he also did say
Nope.
keep moving. Oh,
You.
sorry. Go ahead. Sorry,
No,
Noodle.
you.
What's up, Noodle?
I was just saying, he also I think the first thing he said was getting basically in a very demanding, let's get fucking moving kind of vibes, which makes sense.
Let's get at it, bros.
Like,
Noodle, what did you want to do? Did you want to do something?
I see myself just sitting, just admiring them, but also wanting to ask questions in reference to the other individual I possibly could have met that could have had relations.
I mean, you could always talk to him.
I know.
You guys can talk to any NPC that I introduce you to.
I'm fucking horrified.
So they're almost trying to talk to.
I'm just
the
cross legs like a few feet away, just manifesting within myself and wanting to ask a question.
You're trying to manifest the courage to ask.
Oh, good.
So would that be a wisdom save?
Yeah, probably a wisdom check actually.
Wisdom check? What would that be?
Yeah, wisdom check. So you're just gonna find your wisdom, and then you're gonna click on it. So it's
Bless you. Blessing be upon you.
Value.
Thank you.
So it's all the way to the left of your sheet. You're gonna see like strength. Yeah, not a save, but okay, that's fine. So you
Nice.
muster up the courage to ask.
blessings be upon you.
Bless you.
Everybody's
you,
just
so
fucking
treat a
sneezing.
lady. Yeah.
I've started this. I had sneezes earlier. Anyway.
The wyvern looks at you.
Hey, sorry for just kind of bolting on over. First of all, Alma Hazel,
It's a pleasure to meet you.
if the remark from before did insult you in any manner, I'm sorry.
It is hard to make my scales rustle.
Oh, median. At least that's something I can know that hopefully I don't see anything regretful down the line. Nice. But, while I was looking for my arrow, still have not found that piece of shit. I overheard in reference to a friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does he look like you?
She.
Oh. I am sorry.
They look similar to me, but not quite.
Are they like... I just want to make sure... they were like... rounded, unlike you, who ends off in more sharper degrees? Is that it?
They simply have more fur, and they do not have sharp talons like I do. Their wings are also dull. My wings work like blades.
Alrighty. Because honestly, I overheard and I honestly kind of recognize I may have met them before. If that is of any use, who knows, maybe they could possibly be nearby.
They will most likely be nearby. The last I've seen them, they told me that they were heading to the port city.
Oh, southeast like the rest of us?
Yes. So we will be meeting them shortly.
Alrighty. Well, again, I also just want to say I do admire your colors and your anatomy. It's quite interesting and intriguing. This is coming from someone who's completely new to all this.
I have never seen something like you either. I could say the same thing.
Well, at least you're already in a world that you're with. I am... how do I say it? A piece in the wrong puzzle, if that makes sense.
I am sure. But many pieces do find their way into different boxes, and those different boxes have different experiences. Even though you feel out of place, there is always something to learn in the grand scheme.
I'll take that to heart.
You are just unique amongst the rest.
Well, for now, I'll leave you be. I'm just still off to go find that hair. I still don't know what that thing went.
I actually have it.
Oh, I am so sorry.
You did not hit me, if that was your concern.
Oh.
He pulls it out of his mean and hands it to you.
Hands and like face and palms. Oh my god.
I found it when I came back.
Okay. Oh, it scared me. Oh, that would have been a bad introduction.
Honestly, if it did hit me, it would have burned away.
Oh shit. Alright then. Well then. Thank you. Oh shit, that is a 119 errors. Way to fucking be.
What?
You do not have that many arrows.
You have okay, Noodle. You have
That's
20.
that is
You
quite
know-
a few arrows.
You have 20.
No, I shot
You have 20 after the one you recovered. After the ones you
No,
recovered. Okay?
he
No, I
accidentally
shot-
put
no,
he
no, I
accidentally
shot-
put 1.
Oh.
I shot in the combat. I shot 2. I missed with 1, but the other one made contact. That one I'm reluctant to go grab, but I knew I could go find the other one. I just thought I shot the poor bastard, and I'm fucking panicking.
You didn't. You didn't. He found it.
He's by his own business, walking by. Are those clothes? Like, oh, dick! Who did that? Asshole! Not cool. Ugh.
I swear to God.
Oh my friend, you're an asshole.
Another dragon joins the fray.
It's smashing through. Anyway.
Anyways.
Well, that is a relief.
I'm sorry for scaring you.
I don't think I would have still been alive to apologize, honestly. If that did hit you.
I wouldn't be bothered. Truly.
At least you have patience. That I like.
It is one of my strongest virtues, as of what I was told.
Oh. Excuse me. Well, I'm off to head back. Apparently, Bertrand was making the stew.
The Minotaur.
I like him. He's a kind fellow. At least that's in his slang, I believe.
He seems deeply troubled, along with many others here.
Well, I guess I can't really say I synergize.
You don't have to fit in. You can simply just be the glue to keep everything together.
Oh. Oh. Fuck you.
Okay.
Hard.
Shut the fuck up.
My ooze that guy can form as a heart.
Can you guys please
They
stop?
can't leave.
That was the last one. Okay.
They can't leave if they're stuck to me.
But anyways,
Oh my God.
anyways, let's continue. So yeah.
Well, I see. Whew. Well, not sure if there's anything else I can say. Any other questions to ask?
If and when you decide to continue to inquire me about anything, feel free to ask.
I'll look forward to it. I'm willing to learn. But I really am getting a little hungry. I heard stew was being made. You take care though, okay?
Likewise.
The neuron reaction to give a pat. But fuck.
I don't know if you want to give him a pat.
I would think not. But the neuron is there.
This
So
is a
I'm-
gentle. Do you want to pet the gentleman?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll to pet.
Do you really want to roll to pet him?
I just want to give him a light pat. That's it. At least on his tail. That's all I'm asking.
You could do it.
I think it's not her you have to ask with the dice noodle, and they decide whether it's good or bad. What's the
So
rule for that? Speaking of?
what would that be the rule then? What would the rule be? There is one.
You could just pet it.
Oh.
You want to pet it on the tail, on the wing, on the nose? Like, how do you want to pet it?
Just like a light, soft pat, like the fluff is on like the base of the tail,
He wouldn't let you touch the base of his tail,
a little further.
but he would definitely like reach out one of his like claw. Okay, so his wings also double as hands at the end. Like, how do I speak to this anatomically?
Mouth
So
fan.
he does. Yeah, he has a thumb a pointer, and a middle finger. And the pinky and the ring finger are part of the wings. So he could actually like grab things with his hands. Like they're kind of like hands.
Just 3-fingered hands.
Yeah, just 3-fingered hands with wings. So like he is willing to literally just hold out one of his wings so that you could like touch
Everything.
his
So just a handshake.
touch the
then?
top of his yeah.
A really funky handshake.
Yeah. Or you could just pat the wing. Like he's trying his the way he folds his wings are so
Okay.
tight within each other that like it prevents you from being cut by them. So
Can I pat him there then? Just
Yeah.
pat.
mhm.
Just
And when you pat, it literally feels like steel. Like each individual scale feels like steel.
What?
just as a light pat.
Bless you.
Wow. You do act like a furnace. Sorry. I am so sorry. Oh, but I'll leave you be now. She does a 180 and just does a quick trot away. Take care.
Likewise. He's just confuzzled. Like what? This
But you
goo?
really want to pet the dog, so you do a quick 180 pet leave.
Yeah. It's the equivalent of wanting to pet the good boy.
You want to pet the good boy, but you don't want to disrespect boundaries.
All right. Any other role
Exactly.
play that you guys
Um,
want to do?
I wanted to talk to Rhiannon real quick.
All right. While you do that, I am
Okay.
going to use the restroom.
Okay.
Speed piss, go.
At one point during the week, Rhiannon Ellering does approach you.
She'd probably be like drawing or writing in her journal, like just looking at something and sketching it or writing details about it, something like that. So,
He would just wait. He's not going to interrupt her if she's busy. Just got like his hands behind his back, just standing there like, I will wait until you stop.
He's an
she's
Asian grandpa pose.
she
Asian grandpa pause.
she's not gonna stop what she's doing, but she'll say, "Do you need something?"
I just wanted to thank you.
Or, oh,
Clearing that infection. I know in that moment I was not in the best mood.
manic.
That's a good way of putting it. But I do appreciate you prevented me deteriorating, my health deteriorating.
Right. It's not a problem.
Hmm. I am curious. How did you get mixed up in all this? You know, especially when I saw you with Bertrand and getting involved with the Lord. If you don't mind me asking.
The Lord summoned me where we had met and essentially told me I needed to do an errand for him. Look into your former cohorts, I
Okay,
gather.
I'm gonna turn.
Ended up finding their abandoned camp and a corpse. Buried it. Bertrand helped me out when we encountered some azalea dragons, like the ones we saw not too long ago.
He thinks for a moment. He goes, "A corpse, and you buried it."
Yes,
Was it a Triton?
it was. She's still sketching.
So that's what happened. He's not. It doesn't seem He doesn't seem angry. Funny enough, it's like It's like that. Oh, well, that's what happened to him. Like, not as angry as she probably think he would be.
Well, she's got no idea. Why, did you know him?
Yes, he was part of my crew.
My apologies.
He was one of the cabin boys, a barnacle scraper. So it's not. He did clean the barnacles off the bottom of the ship. So it is more shame that he's a life wasted more than anything.
She say this?
Huh?
I said, will she say this? Oh.
I don't know. Will she?
Yes, because you do need another barnacle scraper for whenever you decide to get your ship back. Because I'm assuming that's your goal here, possibly.
He tilts his head slightly, and he's like, "There's not. There's a lot you don't know about me."
You're right.
I don't want my ship back. I could care less if it becomes a merchant ship or burns to the ground. If you want the honest truth with that, I'm not going to get my ship back. I just want the captain that took it from me.
Hunter, in what way?
A couple of reasons that are my own.
Might be wise to speak up on it now.
You'll find out when we get there. As he turns, thanks again for helping me. As he turns and walks out.
Is it really wise? Never mind. She goes back to what she was doing, just sketching. Damn it, Alex.
Did you send it to her too?
Continue.
Oh.
Her tail was twitchy the whole time she was talking with him, by the way. She was not, like, super enthusiastic about talking with him. But yeah, I think that conversation is done.
All right, so Janessa.
Hello.
Oh, ¿qué tú quieres? What do you want? What do you want to do? You're really quiet tonight.
Janessa is currently sort of sitting by Varicos, and fiddling with a little set of glass discs. before seeing Bertrand walk off to find something to eat, some food. And then she's going to put the glass discs into her little bag and scurry over and just gonna try to help him look for things to eat.
So I have a
It's
so I have a
fine.
scrag.
Oh, the dad walked in.
Which means you two can RP. It's just you have to play catch up.
Yeah, he's kind of he no longer has his gloves on or the wrappings, but I guess nobody really noticed the wrappings last time. But he's got his rifle and he looks to Janessa and goes, "You coming along again there, Janessa?"
I thought then maybe I could be a little helpful.
Hmm.
I'm back.
Back again?
Guess who's back?
Snow is back. Tell your friends.
Anyways,
Continue your RP. I'm sorry.
But he just kind of looks to Janessa and goes, "Well, if you want to try and find some wild vegetables, there are a few around. I can try and help point them out if you grab any that are inedible. Just be safe. Try not to, try not to grab too many that are poisonous. Not much we can do but if you find any that you don't know about, just bring them here and I'll give you a no."
Okay. Do you have any in mind? Like any specific ones that you want me to find?
How about this? I'll get the meat. You find us the veggies, and I'll whip something up with them.
Okay. She's gonna start walking off. She's gonna look for various herbs and vegetation that might go well with whatever Bertrand is looking for.
All right.
Janessa joined Dad for the grocery run.
Oh my god. So,
Papa, can I join you at the Publix?
as long as you bring me corn nuggets, yes.
So route checks, I'm guessing.
Corn nuggies. But anyway, Janessa, I need you to roll me a survival check.
Survival? Okie
Yes.
dokie.
Unless you have an ability that states that you can find food without problem, you need to roll a survival check.
I will roll that survival. Ugh. Never mind.
It makes sense.
Are you about to bring Bertrand? Are you about to bring Bertrand everything poisonous?
I think that'd be an at one.
That would have
That'd be an at
happened at an at one, but here you don't find anything, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And if you found anything, Veracruz ate it.
Of fucking course.
He's chongy for a reason.
Big chongas, big chongas.
Vargas, you need to stop eating everything I tried to pick up.
But it all looks delicious.
Yes, that's why I'm trying to pick it up.
Yeah, but it deserves to be eaten, right?
What? Yes. But I'm supposed to be helping Bertrand find things to put in his stew. Like, you can't just eat it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm hungry though. How about this? Okay, how about this? I help you find more stuff.
Are you going to eat it?
I promise I won't eat it this time.
Okay, fine.
Roll a survival check with advantage.
Ooh.
Yo.
You find all the good shit. You even find a couple of good berries.
Ooh.
You cheeky dick waffle.
The fuck did you just?
Sneaky dick waffle.
Excuse me?
Oh my god.
Cheeky dick waffle.
You cheeky dick waffle.
Oh my god.
Exactly. But Bertrand has
So
a
you
lot
come
of
back
meat
with
on
a
his
bunch
shoulders.
of you come back with a bunch of vegetables and berries and good shit.
I will show them off to Bertrand. How are
And
these?
Miracles promised not to eat anything.
Well, would you look at that? You, my friend, you can definitely survive on your own. Well, let me take a thing. He looks at the dragon. How much did you eat?
None of it.
A lot of it.
None of it. I haven't eaten this.
Well, if you tell me the truth, I can add a little bit of. I got a special spice that Clara especially loves that I add to her meat. If you tell the truth, I can add some to yours.
Okay.
Good boy. These will do just fine. Now, hold on, he can. Hold on, I gotta double. So he could probably carry what? Your average deer weighs how much?
An
I
amount.
don't remember.
Kind of curious. I'm looking. Oh, so an average adult buck weighs about 120 to 160 pounds, and Bertrand's carrying capacity
That's
is
really not heavy at all. The fuck?
540 pounds. So Bertrand can. Okay, so that's 2-year-olds. 5 to 6-year-old bucks typically reach their peak point mass at around 5 to 6, weighing around 200 pounds. So even if it's 200 pounds, he can still carry 2 good sized bucks. So
Yeah,
his
you're fine.
ass is carrying 2. Yeah, he's just giving Janessa the gentle fatherly head pats as he's got 2 big ass fucking bucks on his shoulder. Now we need to get these back so I can get these all prepared. You mind starting up the fireplace for me? Get some clean water. I got a special thing I want to try for our new guest.
Okay. Just gonna walk over to the campfire or fire pit, and just gonna do a little create bonfire.
Pretty sure that makes a big ass fire too.
Clara and Veracos are like, ooh, fire. While
Fire!
while the wyvern literally gives 0 fucks.
Exactly. Now, he will make the stew normal, and he'll make Clara and fuck, I'm gonna mispronounce the other dragon.
Veracos.
Varicose.
Veracos. He would make theirs the same. However, for the meat that he's making for the Damascus, he's gonna actually put it directly in the ashes. He's gonna ash cook it.
Huh.
Yeah, it's with venison. It's actually really good.
Interesting. Oh,
Yeah,
Rhiannon would
he's
have helped
gonna-
Vanessa too. Just to
Janessa is
figure
going
out.
to
Bertrand.
reach into her pack and pull out some utensils, cook's utensils.
Oh,
You have cooking utensils this whole time,
Yeah.
and I was the one cooking.
Mother's been cooking with a stick this whole time.
No, Bertrand keeps some basics. He's got a cast iron pot. He's got a ladle. He's got his Bowie knife, which he uses for pretty much everything. Always cleans it. He is a hygienic person when it comes to his Bowie knife. But that Bowie knife is used literally for everything. It's his multi-purpose tool. But yeah, he's making a salted ash cooked venison specifically for the Damascus, in hopes that the ash covering it will do some justice.
That's very intriguing, honestly. Okay.
Yeah, it's ash cooked. Basically, you can cook any meat in the ash because all the ash does is adds in like a minerally kind of flavor to it. It almost
Mm-hmm.
it adds a really nice flavor to it. It gives it a little bit more smokiness. Fuck, this is the chef.
I know what it does.
But yeah, but Bertrand's like doing the little because he ever so often he does like himself an ash cooked set of meat.
All right. So when y'all sit down to eat, obviously you give Clara and Veracos their hunks of meat.
And the only the special seasoning that he puts onto it, he just adds a little bit of basil, just a little, just to give it a nice little taste.
Oh no, Basil,
Excuse
are you
me.
still alive?
It's on my face,
Yes. Not that.
Oh my
I put
god,
basil
he
in it.
butchered the
There we go, I
butcher
fixed it.
fanboy!
oh no.
You're the butcher fanboy.
Fuck.
Hi,
But
Gritcha.
he does bring our dear Damascus dragon
Sit.
his own, specifically making sure that it's nice and covered in ash.
Holding the utensils, Janessa is looking up at Bertrand with like big glowing eyes or big sparkly eyes. Just she wants to help.
Feed the
Just
dragon.
keep on stirring that. You stir that. I'll feed the dragons real quick. Before it's done, give the broth a taste. It may need a little bit of salt or pepper. Just go based on your taste buds.
I was gonna say, Epinally, considering they mentioned that they could just consume sand when usually like actual drizzle of just not salt, but just have it be sand.
Well, Bertrand does keep. Those are the two big ones that he makes sure he has. He always makes sure he has salt and pepper because that's kind of the
shit.
base for that is the base for a lot of cooking. If you do not have salt or pepper, you kind of can't cook. The rest of the stuff he has bits and pieces, just dabbled.
But you have like a random
But he will.
just sand.
That'd be fucked. But he does feed the dragons and the wyvern, of course, before you know.
The wyvern is actually surprised that you brought it something. Like, it did not expect you to actually try and feed him.
No, it may be a little overcooked. It's been a hot minute since I've done an ash cook, but should do the trick nicely.
I've never had this before.
Oh, really?
Really?
Well, give it a try.
He kind of like opened his jaw just a little bit so that you could just stick the meat in his mouth.
He just kind of gently put the meat in. Oh no! He will gently put the venison into the dragon's mouth to consume. Phrase that properly. In my head, I needed to phrase it.
I was
properly.
trying to say something as well. I'm like, I don't know how to.
I'm not putting the meat in the dragon.
How do I word this?
Yeah, I am feeding the venison to the very nice wyvern.
So he takes it,
But
chews, and then swallows, and he actually like his scales ruffle, and he starts licking his chops, and he's like, that was actually really good.
well, I'm glad you enjoyed. I'll keep that in mind for anytime we make any more meals.
This is good. I don't need any more. Thank you.
Well, of course not for tonight, but there's the next day, and there's.
I actually do not need to eat to live.
Well, my mom always said this. You may not need to eat that often, but sometimes a good treat makes a day better.
I will take that to heart.
Now, if you excuse me, I need to make sure that Janessa's getting on with the stew properly. I don't want to leave her alone too long. I don't want to. Well, the first time we met, she was having a mighty bad fit of anxiety, and I don't think I want to have that reoccur. So, if you will excuse me.
Rhiannon is with her. Just saying.
I know, but Bertrand's also like, it's Papav mode. Bertrand is in father mode, where he's like, I am teaching someone. I am becoming father figure for someone. I must show them the ways.
Even for someone so anxious and frail, if you treat them right, they will grow right into a flower that will live past millennia. Simply take good care of them.
You sound like Mama a bit.
I don't know whether to take that as a compliment.
Well, seeing as my mama is very dear to me and I very much see her in high regard, it's very much a compliment.
Richa, you can't open the door.
But mother, love is an open door.
She wants me to open it because she's smoking her rawhide right now.
She's smoking in the.
Yeah,
Damn.
she holds the rawhide like a cigar.
Gershie's smoking that spliffy.
Grisha, I love you so much. Stop crying.
So,
you can go ahead.
So
and
Janessa,
oh.
how is Janessa holding up?
Janessa, it's really not that hard to make stew. So
no.
Yeah. Sorry, Grisha. I'm sorry, baby. It's really not hard to make stew. So Janessa's doing just fine.
But the question is has she tasted the broth and determined what
Taste
Bertrand's
the broth.
purpose? But here's the thing. Bertrand specifically left one thing a little bit less to test them.
Oh God.
What did you fucking do?
Salt.
No salt.
Yeah,
Guess.
he did mention something about the salt. So
You want to just
no,
Rhiannon.
I told
Okay.
Snow what Bertrand didn't add fully.
Alrighty.
To see if
Janessa, do you try the stew?
Janessa is going to taste the stew.
There's something's off.
Would
Something's just
Janessa turn to Rhiannon and say something about it?
just something.
Can you try this? It tastes a little weird.
Sure. And Rhiannon will try it.
It's
No
a
giving
little off.
hints.
It tastes a little off. Like compared to literally, you've had you had his stew for God knows how long now.
Yeah, she's had
It
it
tastes
for like.
off.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no, something's definitely off about this. Bertrand, what did you not add in here? Because something's off.
You tell me, Janessa. What do you think is it missing? What's not there? Kind of crosses his arms a little, kind of tilting his head, kind of with the dad smirk of "I'm gonna teach you a lesson right now."
If you do not want to take a guess, feel free to roll a survival check.
Hmm. Hmm.
I love this.
We'll do a little survival. 19.
Pepper.
I think it could use a little pepper.
Why don't you give it? Why don't you add what you think, and Miss Rhiannon will be a nice little judge for that.
Just gives him a smirk.
How much pepper do you add?
She's just going to add a little bit of pepper, not too much. But she's also going to add something extra.
Oh?
What are you adding?
She is going to from when she was out collecting, she's going to add a bit more thyme and rosemary.
Does Bertrand see this?
Yes. I mean, you're there. You see her add the appropriate amount of pepper, and then you see her trying to add these 2 extra ingredients.
Bertrand says nothing, but he does have a little bit of a smile on his face.
Rhiannon also says nothing.
So you add the thyme and you add the rosemary.
And we're going to taste it again.
It definitely now tastes a lot more. It tastes more herbal.
Just gonna take a little spoonful and hand out the little spoon to Bertrand. How's this?
Bertrand takes it, kind of gives it
by Claire again.
Yeah. Bertrand God damn it, my brain instantly went to, this smells like, Claire, get in the shed! Kind of the redneck, just like, Gertrude, don't stick your brother in the damn fucking pond! But he kind of gives it a sniff real quick before he tastes it, goes, now here's what I always like to say. You ain't gotta try and match the recipe exactly. As long as you make it for people you care about, it's gonna be just fine.
I mean, the stew is actually really good. It now has a little more of an herbal kick to it because of the rosemary and thyme.
Exactly. Everybody's got their niches, things they like and things they don't like. But it's always good to try something different. I think the others are gonna enjoy it just fine.
She's gonna start grinning to herself.
I'm hungry. Feed me.
It's
That
almost done.
Clara?
No, that was real.
Oh, Bertrand goes from his grinning self to his like kind of straight face, kind of gives the goblin a glare like, don't you fuck this up.
Okay, so do you know like the smug cat look? The smug cat?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's the face Real has right now.
And Bertrand is giving the parent stare of don't even fucking do it.
I'm not gonna do anything. I am not a delinquent child.
When the chef says it's time to eat, the chef says it's time to eat.
Well, I know. I'm patient.
Looks to
I'm just being a
Janessa.
brat.
You
You
ain't
are
the
no
first one
fun.
I've had to deal with.
Yeah.
Well, some of us had to grow up and learn to, you know, be able to deal with people. Unfortunately,
Well, that's what
looks
happens
over
when
at
you
Clara,
have
who's
trauma.
everybody takes theirs in their own time. Now, Clara, leave him alone.
Why? Give me the red
It's
coat. I
almost
like the
dinner
red coat.
time.
Yep.
Gary's just like, hey.
I feel bad for Garrick because Clara has designated him the toy.
That
the
being said,
rectal.
she cannot,
Punching
she
bag,
cannot
the
surprise him
emotional
anymore.
punching bag.
She can try to surprise him now. It won't work.
Yeah.
She's literally like trying to snatch his coat right off him.
Do I need to roll wisdom save for this? Because I've been doing well against her so far, so let's hope. that I
Yeah.
use her
Oh no!
No.
I move out of the way the immediate way
No.
she does it. I just move. I roll a dex save for that. I have danger sense.
Yeah.
I have danger sense, so I have advantage. Soft 20.
Bertrand's gonna.
So
Yeah.
she
Bertrand is
literally tries to
definitely-
bite down. Like not really bite down, but she tries to like grab you by the back of your coat, and you literally
Can I move
just
it
like
away? Okay. Does she rip any of my clothes because of this?
there's you hear a small tear near the collar, but that's it.
Bertrand will whistle like that dad whistle that says, "Hey kid, you done something bad," and kind of points to his side, looking at Clara like, "You done? Yeah, it's that
loud whistle.
Better come here." That loud. Unfortunately, he does apologize to the two people that are right.
Like she like as soon as you whistle that, she quickly like, you know how like a scared dog would like get to the ground. That's what she does, and then she like crawls over.
So when you say collar, shirt collar or shirt collar or coat collar?
Coat collar.
Okay. Thank God. This stuff is easier.
Because he will apologize to the two people that had their eardrums burst because of his fucking whistle. Because that shit probably didn't feel good in the ear.
No, it definitely did not. But
Sorry about
Clara
that.
just lays there, like her entire belly to the floor.
just looks at her, goes, "Now, Clara, what have I told you about nipping at people?"
Hmm.
Not to nip at people if they don't check.
Correct.
Hmm.
Now, you owe Mr. Garrick here an apology.
Hmm.
A proper apology.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, white-haired man.
Yeah, I don't. For some reason, I don't believe you, so I'm just going to eat my stew in peace in my own tent. Thank you very much.
No.
I'm sorry for her misbehaving.
I think
I'll make sure it won't happen again.
hopefully not. I do not. Yeah. Give me a minute. Yep. It'll just be just to calm down with the fear at that point. Just waiting for the next day's travels, hoping to God Kitsune finds them at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's like it's at
So-
the
Yeah,
end of the
Bertram's
week,
just gonna like,
So after like a couple more days of travel, you know that you're like maybe a day or two away from the port. And the wyvern actually like pauses and runs ahead.
I guess we follow.
Yeah. He's like, well, that just happened.
Carrick will follow.
best to catch up.
And
Indeed.
he'll run up ahead and stop in a clearing where there is another wyvern like him and an elven woman. Two of them seem to be chatting before interrupted by the male. The wyvern is as described. They look very similar to this other wyvern, but lacks any sharp edges, basically.
Yes.
As for the elven woman, average height, around 5'7", long brown hair in a messy braid with brown eyes and a jagged scar across her face, dressed in sailor's attire, and at her sides are two yaklawas.
Is it who I think it is?
Who do you think it is?
Say it. I want to wait.
I know who it is. I just want to see.
One of you immediately recognizes this person.
I thought you would have found us sooner. You are losing your touch.
Maybe I just felt lazy and wanted you to come to me instead.
Then you're definitely losing your touch.
She rolls her eyes.
Everyone, this is First Mate Kate of the Mercy's Messenger. Your lover. And I can assume you're the caretaker.
Yes, I am.
I will roll wisdom save. With advantage, because you said that earlier. 18.
You're not scared of this one.
Okay, thank God.
I think seeing the more intimidating Damascus
Yeah, I
steel
think it helped.
wyvern
It helped.
appear probably helped.
Right. These are the people helping
Yeah.
us deal with Maria since they took one of ours. Well, theirs. Complicated right now.
Her serious gaze looks across everyone and then lands on Ellerin.
Yeah, I kind of expected that.
Bitch.
Kite, you remember
Ellerin,
him?
you remember this person.
Hey. Just hey.
You're kind of lucky you fought
Good
me instead
awkward.
of her.
What?
You're kind of lucky you fought me instead of her.
All right.
Kite, Pale Emissary, Death and Gloom.
Death and Hold on.
Been a while. He's like, I don't know. He's like, I don't know how to do this conversation without making it super awkward.
What'd she do? Alice?
Mom walked in.
Oh,
Sorry.
good. Oh, good.
Oh, you're good.
See, it was a good day. Do see you, Netherin.
As a new person, so Janessa's hiding behind Bertrand.
When Captain told me that you were working with the Pale Emissary, I thought he was making a joke.
I mean, if you want, I can tell you about how I screwed over the blonde disaster who replaced him. She screwed over. Get this, she tried to screw over Apalala.
So tried to, she did.
Well, she didn't because we caught her.
I guess the tales of the dumb blondes are true.
Well, in this case. But she has no allies, and she has to talk, so might want to deal with that. She may or may not know who did it, and don't know, because don't know information. A friend here, Real, points to the goblin, works for Apollo, so they avoid them.
Hello, Miss Infamous?
It's infamous.
Fucking start.
Isn't she great? Anyways, we should probably head to the Mercy's Messenger, since time is very much of the essence, and, well, normally I'd be the one to joke, but to be honest, I am actually worried about Tuck. If you guys have not gotten him yet, then this is actually more serious than I thought.
We have not.
And then we got some information to help. We got some maps, and I feel like we need to go now. Oh, also, I want to fight you when we get in. I need to see if I've gotten better.
She raises a brow.
Oh, jeez.
What?
Okay.
What? You trained me. You can't tell me you're not curious. I've gotten a little better.
The rest of the crew trained you.
And you helped. Also, he holds out a scimitar. I have a new sword.
You gonna break this one?
I broke the other one.
I guess that's
I
an
did break this one.
improvement.
The other one.
I guess that's an improvement. Is that what she just said?
Yep. I mean, it's still intact.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. For context, everyone, this is the most dangerous woman I have ever met. You really do not want to piss her off. Like, I know I've been facetious this entire time. You really don't. Those you collars on her back are not for show. She will murder you. Kind of surprised.
Derek, shut up and walk.
Yes, ma'am. He just got a smirk on his face.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, he's just smirking.
Garrick is whipped.
Gross. You have no idea how gross that one is.
Yeah.
So
Bertrand's still
Katay
giving Claire out.
So Katay literally just turns around and starts walking.
So, how have things been? Like, he's trying to start a conversation, but knows that he's not going to get anything, but still enjoying it all the same.
Peaceful without you.
Ah, that boring. Yep,
Yes.
Yep, we can do this later, because, yeah, for time's sakes.
So you guys reach the ship within the port, and it's not a big ship, but it's comfy and cozy for the crew that lives there. At the very top of the crow's nest, you actually see a Kenku who chirps in delight.
Bird.
Balloon! Been too long. The Balloon is his name.
The balloon is his name. I love him already.
He immediately comes down and just like waddles up to Garrick, and he's like, "Give me a hug, give me a hug, give me a hug."
He gives a hug.
He coos, and is like, and when you put him down, he signs, "Where have you been? Where have you been?"
Oh, there's a tale for later. I have been around. I befriended a green dragon. That's a whole other thing. Trevor with the Pale Emissary. You remember him?
He looks at you, Ellerin, flips you off.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting that.
Yeah.
Great.
There's a bit of this. Let's go down the list. Let's see. We have. Well, you've met Kate. You've met the Bloom. Let's see who else is there.
You hear splashing underneath the dock, and out from the water is a dragonborn.
Raskaban, the Unbowed.
It's quite great to see you again.
You too. Glad you got your old job back. Did not like being second mate.
My old job back. It was a reprieve.
And it was for me when I left. And I guess that leaves Miri and Abby. Oh, and Captain. No name, just Captain.
Miri is in her quarters.
Makes sense.
Abby is in the healing bay. Decided to pick a fight with the balloon and lost.
Well, I'm not surprised. No one beats the Blue.
And Captain is in his quarters.
Right. We'll do formal introductions later, everyone. We need to get there now. Respectfully, I do kind of want to hurry this along. I am actually worried for my friend. If I haven't said his name yet, Tuck, he is a kobold. A bit of a shiny scale, that one. And, like I said, Maria, the blonde disaster has him, so, we got information about that, so I think Captain will...
Come on the ship, everyone! Raskaban actually stands really tall. He's like over 7 foot, and his scales are actually he's actually very close to Bertrand's height. And his scales are the color of ocean jasper.
Oh, fucking yes.
That's pretty cool. That's
So
pretty cool. Not
he
gonna
kind
lie.
of like and he wears like sorcerer's robes, and so he's ushering everybody onto the ship.
These are the...
Bertrand is
Good, dude.
Okay, Bertrand is very uneased because of, he's never been on a ship before.
Trust me, these are a weird assortment of people. I like to call us the unusual petri dish, but you will never find a more greater crew.
And then the balloon stands next to you, Garrick, and is like, "You'll never find a better crew."
Oh,
Just mocking him in his voice, or copying his voice.
Yeah, it's copying his voice.
oh, and be careful. He
Not
will
mocking,
mimic
copying.
everything you say back at you. He's literally black feathered.
He flips you off, Garrick.
See, see, so much black feather.
Rhiannon will make
But he
points.
didn't
You
copy
suck.
you.
Oh god, I missed this. I wish I could come back to it. But, Garrick will just gather everyone while you guys make yourselves comfortable. Make yourselves comfy on the ship.
I can exactly make myself comfy. all things
Raskaban
considered.
Raskaban he's very courteous. He's the gentleman. So he literally brings all of you under to get y'all situated in your own quarters.
We each get our own quarters?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
This ship is actually very big, and we tend to keep a very tight, small crew, so we have plenty of empty rooms.
Interesting.
So take your picking. Just whatever you do, stay clean. We can smell it.
Also, is there a spare sword on the ship, like a spare scimitar or anything?
Oh, there's plenty of spare weapons.
I'll take a spare scimitar.
Kate is like, please don't break that.
Does it count if someone else breaks it when I'm fighting them?
It's still yours, and you broke it.
You are never gonna let that go, are you?
No,
It wasn't
you
your.
are the most reckless child that I've ever raised.
I mean, look, and yet I am still alive.
Miraculously.
Not wrong there. Hey, you think he's okay? Tuck, I mean.
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I have a favor to ask you.
A
Well, honestly,
favor.
I need you to actually train me.
No.
Kate, please.
The answer is no.
Just at least hear me
The
out.
answer is no, Garrick.
Can you at least give me a reason?
It's classified.
May I explain myself at least?
Serves no good.
I think you might want to hear this.
Speak your mind.
Look, I'm too used to everyone on this ship being strong. When I was traveling on my own for a bit, I met a couple of people. I wasn't exactly strong enough to help them. Kind of got in the way. And then I found out Tuck was taken. I am going to need help getting better. Because I can't be this lax anymore. Shit's starting to have consequences. Things are starting to get a lot more dangerous, and I need your help to prepare for that. I'll have to find someone else to help with the other thing, though.
And what is that?
Apparently I'm something called an elemental herald. Some made-up myth, apparently. We'll have to deal with that with another time, because apparently, with the vulnerability thing, I can't afford to be crippled during storms anymore. But yeah, apparently it's called some elemental herald. Have you ever heard of it? You're well-traveled.
Damn. Oh, bitch.
Alice?
Taryn probably walked in. If I may.
No. I'm trying to think of what the fuck she would say.
Oh.
Possibly.
Well, if you know anyone who can help with that, I don't want to master it, I just want enough to not be crippled by the storms, you know? At this point, it's a bit of a weakness I can no longer afford. The friends' names are Utha, Green Dragon. Yes, really, by the way, and Resmira.
You made friends with a dragon.
Surprisingly, and it's more antagonistic than anything, but yes. And if she ever hears that from
And
you,
also this girl.
yes. More of a non-bond half the time, but still. They got.
Training starts at dawn.
Oh, I would hug you if I knew you weren't allergic to physical affection.
Go talk to Captain before I change my mind.
Yes, ma'am. He will go to meet with the others in the discussion room.
So you guys managed to make yourselves comfy. You guys pick your rooms, right? Oh my god.
Yes.
Also,
What is it, creature?
Just to see how this would have gone.
It's a bit.
Just to see how this would have gone.
So while
Ooh, that actually would have been decent.
So as y'all are picking your rooms and settling, and one of the rooms doors opens up and out walks a furbolg She's also really tall. And she wears alchemist clothes. She looks pretty messy. She smells of different kinds of flora most of the time. Just right now, she smells like sulfur.
Oh.
And she does look pretty messy at the moment. She walks out and she's like, "Oh, I thought I heard ruckus. A lot of new faces."
And probably one that they remember.
Oh, and you. I thought you
Yeah.
already learned your lesson when we tried to blow up your ship.
Well, now we're going back for a second attempt. Nice to see you again.
Sounds like someone walked in.
No, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
make my tea tonight.
Well, one is subjective when you have the collective consciousness of pain and suffering, but sure, we can go singular.
Okay. Good night. Shit, for you. I wish I could say the same to you.
Yeah, I know that's kind of been going around.
Why are you even allowed on the ship again?
Because, hey, I invited him.
Okay.
Good to see you, Mary.
It's good to see you. And
and-
she literally just gives you a bear hug and lifts you off your feet.
He'll hug
A
her back.
fuckbog hug.
And, also, goddamn it, Richard. Fuck me. All right.
Come on, you. It was
I know,
right there.
I know, that was good. But, and he is going to be helping us against a blonde disaster who kidnapped Tuck. And since he knows that ship better than anyone, you know, who better?
That is quite surprising. The
Eh.
backstabby going after the backstabber.
Is it really that uncommon?
Well, typically the backstabber's dead, so. Or the backstabby
What
is
he
dead.
said.
Yeah.
Have you guys spoken with Captain yet?
We were going to meet him here.
Do any of you proficient in tinkers?
No.
Nope.
No, no.
No, but I'm willing to learn.
The captain currently can't fly since his wing got a little busted recently.
Again? What did you do this time?
You know how reckless he tends to be.
I'm aware, that's why I'm asking specifically. I'm very aware how little it narrows it down if I guess anything.
It got a little rough at sea the other day. Kind of got tangled in the ropes.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Well, let's hope. Let's hope it doesn't matter too much. I know he doesn't always rely on it.
You know that as soon as he lost his wing, he never really...
I know, just... Yeah,
Does he need some assistance with healing?
No.
not unless you can regenerate it, and even then he might not let you.
I'm not referring to that, but the other part.
No, he's fine. That was some time ago. And I am the designated healer, so I did a good job. And I would know.
All right.
Either way, I'll go fetch him for you.
So, what do you all think? This is borderline my family.
Admittedly quite interesting.
Aren't they?
Well, honestly, how you act, I'm surprised I don't hear from.
They seem nice.
Most of them are.
Something.
Most of them, even Kite. She just doesn't like to show it. Or say it.
You just called her Ma.
No, I said so does Kite.
Oh my god.
No. She doesn't show it, or say it, or express it, or blink it, or mouse code it, or sign it. What's it?
The answer is none of it.
Yes, though.
I really get being on a ship those kind of. Mm,
It's complicated. Like, we travel together, sail together, rely on each other. It really is my family, honestly. The only one that is worth the damn, at least.
well, that's just your case. That's all.
You hear the creaking of wood as Miri comes back down. And in tow is an owlin.
Fuck yeah.
He's dressed a little ruggedly. His owlin is more of a barn owl. And you see the first thing that catches your eye as he walks down is the fact that he has a mechanical wing.
So an owlin with a mechanical wing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I also realized that I was muted. I couldn't remember because the sheet cleared snow. But does Bertrand have proficiency in tinkering tools?
Yes, because you're a gunslinger.
Can't. Okay, I'm just making sure. I would have made mention that Bertrand is, tinkle.
I
tinkle.
didn't tinkles.
Yep, thank you. Thank you, Bert.
He knows the
Yeah,
tinkles.
Thank you, Bert. It's gonna be really helpful.
He just would have made mention that. Yeah, I have a little bit of knowledge about tinkering tools.
And Miri would have said, well, I'm going to have to borrow you for a little bit.
Fair enough.
In time.
And it's good to see you, Captain.
There's my boy. Come here.
He hugged
Come
me.
here.
Oh, he's a proud father.
He's my dad, yes.
I love him.
Where
Father!
have you been?
Around, traveling with the Green Dragon, new friend. Came back, in looking for them, then I found out Tuck was kidnapped, met the Pale Emissary, it's a whole thing. Then I met these people.
You have a rugged crew.
Yeah,
Decided to make one on your own and forget about us?
I didn't make this. This is more of a situation by inconvenience. It's a whole thing. No need to worry about that. I think we got that handled.
Most of us are blackmailed.
Yep, we're being extorted by some half-orc gentleman by the name of Vakes. Not relevant. I'll be fine. Jeez. It's not the first time.
Oh, I know you'll be fine. I'm just not pleased that you are targeted by Verkest.
Yeah, well, he made a few mistakes, and reckoning, death, destruction, a little bit of chaos, maybe a little fucking along the way. Who knows? But we're not here for that. We have information on the sabers and where Tuck is.
You know where Tuck is.
Perfect. If it coordinates with our maps, maybe we can start heading there. And we got a few dragons on our side too.
A few dragons.
Yes.
Dragons?
Strange bedfellows.
Okay, first of all, you managed to befriend dragons.
Befriend is a strong word. I work with them.
I meant the first one that you mentioned.
It's a long story, and honestly, not enough time.
We'll have plenty of time when we get the ship moving.
Yeah, I kind of want to do that first. I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
It is quite alright. Now, where are my manners? I gotta set stage. I am Captain. Yes, that is my name. And please do not call me Captain, because that is not how it's going to go.
So Captain the Owlin.
Yes. That is his name.
I love it.
It is a pleasure to meet you all. And if you're working with Garrick here, do you want that second mate position again?
Oh, I never wanted it in the first place. But I will take it for the sake of this, honestly.
It's all right. I think Roscoe's having a little too much fun doing that anyway.
Well then,
If you're friends with him, you'll be pretty well acquainted with me and the rest of the crew. Just behave, share, and please do not pick any fights with the first mate. Whatever you do.
that would be Kate.
Fair enough.
Oh. Right, Garrick will put out the maps, by the
Huh?
way, just to get on the table, being like, just set things up.
So, as far as I am aware, the ship he's probably on is here. It's closer to Zadian shores.
Ah, fuck me.
I know that
far
is
is that?
nowhere anyone wants to be.
How far away is that?
A couple days travel by ship.
Perfect.
And if Roscoe handles the seas, we should be able to get there in half the time.
Honestly, it might be for the best. So,
It's not a
Captain.
might be.
Well, it's a definitely, because Captain, I forgot to mention this to you, and I don't know if Kate told you. The current captain of the Black Sabres, Maria, attempted to break contract with Apalala and is wanted by the whole port.
What?
She tried to cheat Apalala.
No, I heard what you said. What a dumbass. She really puts a definition on dumb blonde. Ugh.
We also have a time limit.
I thought Abby was stupid. Yeesh.
Yeah, makes yep. But Rhiannon is right. Rarity is right here. We do have a time limit. We have 2 more weeks to do this, and if we can get there sooner, the better. Not just for that, but for Tuck's sake.
You have a time limit?
Another 2 weeks.
Month.
Well, 2 weeks now. We started a month ago. Oh, we started 2 weeks ago. Remember, we've been doing a lot of walking.
Yes.
Well, now you can do less walking.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys rest up. Sabers aren't that fun to mess with.
Speaking of which, Ellerin, by the way, for the sake of brevity, I will tell Captain the plan we all came up with, and worked on. But Ellerin, is there anything we should know about the Sabres and their tactics? Anything, that you might have kept in pocket? Richard, hello. He muted. No.
He's muted.
Our mole is gone.
This is supposed to be his whole thing.
I'm guessing.
Would Basil know?
He could step in as fucking captain if he wants to.
Oh, that reminds me, Captain. Do we have Alchemist Fire on standby?
Nope.
Does the town here sell it?
I bet Mira can make some.
I would like Miri to make some. It kind of goes into my plan. Hey, Basil.
Ah!
Do you want to fire an arrow that shoots liquid fire that will burn everything?
Look at me and ask again.
Would you like to burn some shit?
No, it's obvious. Give it to me.
Give
Miri,
it to me.
give it to give the alchemy mouse Basil there. He will shoot at the sails, and then Mr. Carth here will shoot the thing, burn the sails, and I think we got the ship, so we don't have to worry about going all natural fight.
Ooh, I
What
get
did
to
you say
make
Bertram's
fire?
gonna do?
Uh, just shoot the arrow. Aim. Like shoot the arrow when it hits the mast.
Does Bertrand know how to shoot arrows?
He doesn't have to.
Did you just ask Bertrand to shoot a? But you said something about Bertrand doing something.
Yeah, basically shoot the alchemist fire as it's like flying out, like or if it lands on the mast, because and then
Oh!
then it will land on the sails and then burn them.
Oh, see, he's like, so you want me to skeet shoot?
Why don't you do what you're good
I
at?
mean, if it makes things a little easier, I could make them fragile enough that they break on impact.
Well, I'm sure with Basil's steady aim, that could be the case. Up to you, Bertie. How much fun do you want to have with this?
I'm only here because I'd rather not get in more trouble. So let's do the smarter thing and probably make the glass a little bit more
Well,
brittle.
there can only be so much trouble made. It's time to have a little fun.
I won't force anyone into this. So, yep.
Huh.
So yeah, Basil, you're burning the sails.
I can do this real good.
Oh, actually, Basil, do you want to do something extra fun as well? Alchemist fire can't be put out with water. You have to stomp it out, so they have to waste crew going up there, and they might fall to death. So you might get a multi.
Oh, this is great idea.
So Ellerin, is there anything we should know about the Black Sabers? Any of their tactics? Anything anything you used to do? Any cards you kind of kept at the chest?
Well, they primarily used just shock and terror tactics. They were my, in every sense of the word, a meat shield. But they're very direct and straightforward with our raids and our sieges. Yeah, it was ours.
Yep. Well, they're going to want everyone top deck. Are we also good on me, Alma, and Janessa going below deck to look for the prisoners? Because they're probably not going to be in the break.
Are you asking me that?
Well, I'm asking everyone that. Like, he's asking everyone in game.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anything, honestly, if you're willing to
that's
go
fine. She's probably going to expect that we're gonna look in the brig for
Well,
prisoners
here's
anyways.
the
So
thing. My concern is, like I said the night up, the second we burn the mast, she's going to know we're going to go for them. And no offense, she thinks she's better than you, Ellerin, so she's going to think that she can outsmart you. Let her think that, play to her
Like-
ego.
he rolls his eye.
I'm saying she's not, but let her think she is. It's a compliment. She's smart as you. She's dumber than a man under house arrest who's homeless.
Oh, she can be.
She can be. I just worry she's smart on the cruelty section. But yeah, if besides you want your little grudge match, and Bertrand, Rhiannon, and Basil will be there for support.
For once, you say my name right.
Right?
Did I really?
I think you were hearing things, Riri.
Now you know where he gets it from.
She's just gonna stay quiet.
But yeah,
She's pissed though.
yeah, but yeah, no. If we play this right, I think we can get in. Maybe you can win. Probably will win, and we get Tuck out safe and sound.
It seems like you already had a plan before we sat at the table.
I just wanted you to see it with approval, and to double check, because to be honest, I don't always think things through. So I wanted to see if anyone here would say anything about it. Anyone have any objections? Please, I want this to be as good as possible.
Nothing immediate, no.
No.
No, I get nothing.
You're just agreeing because you want to burn stuff.
No objection.
Yeah. Ah, you got me.
No, but thank you all, honestly. Yeah, no. If we're all good, I'm going to set up in my old quarters, get some sleep before I train in the morning.
Your old quarters has been dusted and cleaned.
Aw, but then I missed the weight of ages, which I'm going to assume is a pound, maybe 2.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been.
Now go rest up, all right?
Yep.
He kind of ruffles your hair and leaves with Miri in tow. You guys can RP amongst yourselves.
I was half expecting at least half this crew to try and kill me at some point. As he's just kind of staring at the door as they leave.
They might still do it.
Probably when this is all over.
So just a lot of beef, I guess. Can't let bygones be bygones, I guess.
Not everyone's like that.
Given the history, probably not.
I think the fact that I seem to have run things a little more efficiently than Maria did. Pretty sure they're a little more confident than normal with saving their friend.
Oh, right. I'm gonna be Bertrand and Rhiannon, and I will DM you something as a little Trojan horse.
Okay.
But I have no doubt that their friend isn't very well off, all things considered. She likes to play with her food.
Yeah, I'll tell Basil too.
Oh. Oh boy.
So as you guys are having this conversation, you feel the ship rock as if being pushed away from the docks.
Oma grabs the table slightly tighter. Blinking more
Bertrand's probably doing the same.
Did they even roll con checks? That's actually a genuine question.
No, it's not. The rock. Garrick, you know this rocking very well.
Yeah.
Everyone else who doesn't have sea legs, you guys can roll a dex check.
Ellerin, you who is not a sailor, please roll dex check. You've had the least sailing experience.
I mean,
only a mere 100 years. It doesn't compare to my less,
Only
like, barely a decade.
I mean, can flying be equated to fucking shipping? I'm assuming not.
No.
It's like going on an
Yeah,
airplane.
I guess I'm doing you said a dex check?
Yep.
Oh, it's
Oh,
with a
not a
dex
dex
save.
Oh
So
my
it's not a
god,
dex.
you know what I just realized?
Oh.
I think more than half this party has proficiency in dex saves.
Dex check. 9.
Yeah, actually, I think so. Because there's Bertrand, there's Ellerin, there's Basil,
Yeah,
there's
yeah, 4 of you have.
apparently
Yeah, 4 of you
apparently Alma.
You can.
Because Alma's a rogue.
There we go.
Is Alma right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
Alma's a rogue.
Realize that.
Ooh, Basil's good. Get on.
All right, so
Bertrand's
Shannon is not.
Basil and Bertrand are the only ones.
You mean Rhiannon?
Wait,
yeah.
no.
Janessa
Wait,
rolled
Well, no,
17.
Rhiannon?
Yeah, they
you mean
rolled dex
Janessa.
saves at first, then they rolled dex checks. Janessa rolled
Okay,
17.
dex check.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Janessa passes, Rhiannon fails, Bertrand fails,
Yeah.
Basil passes.
Okay.
Alma, I need you to roll me the dex check because you rolled a save.
I will say I
Just
will
click.
do
Just
that.
find dexterity. Just find
Yeah.
dexterity and
Yeah.
click on it.
Yeah, I did. I already did that. That's what I got.
Oh, you clicked the save. No, not dexterity. Okay, so
Yeah,
it's not
okay,
on the
Noodle-
list. It's like
You click dexterity.
So Noodle, on the most left of your sheet, click the thing that says Dex. There should be a 4
I
under it.
made it, Steve.
Click save. Not the save, not the save. The check. Okay, there
that.
you go.
There
There
you
we go.
go. There you go. Okay, so you pass. Everyone else, you guys get knocked on your asses.
Oh.
Wow, you guys have no balance.
Well, I'm
Uh,
not exactly accustomed to being on a ship.
Well, I could always
I've
just
lit-
loot herself.
I
There comes a
lived
time.
in
Noodle,
a
you could
desert
literally
for
become
my entire
one with
I
the
life.
could
floor.
be with one on the wall on the floor.
Becomes one with the floor.
The enemy is safe until I enter the walls.
Which is true.
And ships are not.
So the ship, you
Reject modernity,
feel.
become wall.
Reject modernity, become amoeba.
so you feel the ship rock and then swivel as the ship is now in motion, heading in the direction of where they think the ship is.
Which with our maps hopefully helps.
So you guys have a day on the ship. You guys get rest. Miri actually is a badass chef. So Bertrand, you get a rest.
Bertrand's just like, thank God.
And or a cooking competition. Only thing I'll say for my
How'd
day,
you know?
before we get to the Black Saber, I do train with Kate. I do try and do the dual wielder thing. Like I shock her. Like I try to leave with one sword, then I use my second scimitar to try and surprise her, see if I can get a little bit of an upper hand to hold my own against her, because I know I'm gonna lose against her no matter what. I just want to see how well I can hold myself. So what would that be?
Roll me a D100.
Okay. I know how this song dance goes. 16. Do I get to roll another one with the surprise tactic?
Yeah.
71.
So in the middle of your sparring with Kate, she's going very easy on you.
Oh, I know.
She's only wielding one of her weapons.
Yep, one of the gay Yukala spheres.
Yeah, one of the Yaklawas. And as soon as you pull the dual wielding, she pulls out her own, and you notice with ease just how skilled she is in dual wielding.
Yeah, I've seen her fight before. I knew this was a thing.
And as soon as she pulls out her second Yaklawa, she parries, twin blades it, knocks you over, and then
Oh.
holds both blades at your throat.
Almost. I got you to take me seriously for a second. I call that a win.
I didn't. And then she stabs one of the
I
Yaklawas next to you
know.
in the boards.
At least I got the second one out. It's still progress. I get up unless she offers a hand, which I know she probably won't.
She will not.
I'm proficient. Yeah, well, at least I know I'm proficient in this, but nowhere near your skill level, clearly.
I've always known you to be adaptable. Who taught you?
Myself, actually, I just watched what you did when I saw you fight and just practiced it, tried to use it my own way.
Of course you did.
You know me, I'm never content to get too much of a teacher, but yeah, no, it is definitely clear you're still much better than me. Alrighty, well, so yeah, what can you tell me? What can I do better?
Stance, grip.
Got it. He'll try to adjust to her teachings.
Simply let it flow.
I will do that. I'll try to do that. May I roll dex check with advantage because he's giving me the help action.
Ding.
Goodbye, Matt. Soft 20.
You actually managed to you actually get it to where like even she still goes back to one handing her weapon. She actually you actually hold your ground even against her advances, even though you know she is way out of your league.
I know.
But with what she's testing you with, you're able to keep up.
Thanks. He just chuckles and says, thanks. I know this is the beginning, for the record. I know I got a stupid long way to go. It's just... Thank you.
Where did you hear about the Herald?
From these people. Pale Emissary, Rhiannon, Riri seemed to know. The rest didn't as much, some did. That's all I got. They caught Storm, they helped me in a cave. They helped me recover, you know.
We've been through many storms, Garrick.
Yeah. This one got to me, unfortunately.
Have you considered training?
Unfortunately, yes. Mainly because I just want to be able to be attuned to it without being crippled by it. I don't know, just... I'm sure you don't know anything about this. You said you heard like a thing or two, but I fucking hate this thing. It doesn't feel me, you know. It just feels like for the longest time I thought it was a curse that someone put on me at Zatia, but you're good. Bless you. But and I've always seen it as just something holding me back. I don't want to rely on it. I'd rather do what you do, you know. Swords, more martial training, just me, you know.
I know plenty, unfortunately.
Maybe one day you'll talk about your past, but won't pry. I just don't want it to hold me back, but I don't want it to define me, I guess. So, you know, if I can attune to it, be able to withstand the storm, great, but I'm not going to complain if I don't shoot lightning out of my feet or something. I don't know how this works.
You can with enough practice.
That is not something I want.
Clearly.
I don't know.
The best person that I could guide you to receive a little more endurance for storms is Roskaban.
I'll have to talk to him about that, but not for today, obviously, since we're going to be nearing the Saber ship.
Of course.
Yeah. And, nah, I won't ask it. I know you too well, it's personal, and you will not agree to it, so I'll just figure it out on my own.
Ask the question.
When you were in a fight, I noticed one time you were very focused. Like, you did stuff that was you, but it defied the limits of most people. You're not going to tell me how you did that, are you?
No.
I will have to figure it out for myself then.
You might.
I know this is weird coming from me, and I don't know, I've traveling with these people for a few weeks. I like them, they're competent, but I don't want another tuck to go missing. I don't want to lose another her.
Her.
Brasmira, I mentioned the name. Good friend. got separated when Zati and Hunters nearly got us.
She raises an eyebrow.
I don't know. I took everything lax. For a long time. Like I said, shit's getting more costly, dangerous, and I want to do all I can, not just rely on everyone else to be stronger than me to take care of it, so I don't have to deal with it, you know? I just want to be able to hold my own, protect those I care about at this point. Funny enough, the others made me realize it when Riri called me pathetic for my mentality, or whatever she called it for, so reevaluating some things. Plus, being crippled when all this was going on just wasn't good.
Seems you have work ahead of you.
A lot, I do. So that's why I'm thanking you. And I will leave you be, since we've done enough, and I will need to rest before we get to Tuck, because he needs our help. Thanks, Kate. Next time, I will at least try to get one hit in.
Mm-hmm.
Don't me. I'll get to one day. One day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hate your condescending. I hate your condescending apathy.
Mm-hmm.
He just walks off, like pretending to be like cuffed. That's me.
He tries.
That's me.
He tries. Mother, notice me.
Pretty much.
No.
But yeah, he's feeling a little better about this stuff.
Alrighty. So how are we all feeling? Because I am feeling.
Alice, if you don't
I'm not
want to
gonna.
recover combat,
I was
then
gonna
go to
say
combat.
I'm kind of EP.
Yeah.
Definitely
It's like combat is
sleepy.
combat, bro, and it's 11:40.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sleepy.
Yeah.
Alright. Is there any other roleplay you guys want to do before we call it quits for the night?
We could do it in the RP channels.
I was going to do it with everyone. Honestly, like I was going to talk to everyone together before we went out.
Well, one of us isn't here.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
Matt's
we're
already.
Yeah. So I was gonna
Alright.
do an RP.
So anything else?
We could do it in the
you
RP
do it in
channels, I'd
RP
say.
chat.
I know, because I was looking. I was like, well, I can't talk to that guy. He hates me. No, not that one. That one will probably slit my throat. That one
Which
definitely
guy?
will slit my throat.
They're not gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah.
The only one who probably would is Kate.
There's no
And I-
probably
Yeah.
on that one. Let's be honest.
It's only a
Alex,
It's only a certainty if you betray her, dude. You'll be fine. Trust me.
It is only a certainty if you look at her funny. Like seriously.
that's a definite.
She will not hurt you unless you actually give her a reason to, so trust me. If she really wanted you dead, you would have been dead already.
You have no idea.
You would have been dead already.
Yeah, because I think I can guess what she is.
Take a wild guess.
The high level. If I had to, actually, you know what? I'm gonna message you.
Huh.
But I think we all agree next week, because I'm giving up Belthorn for this, because just to explain to
Yeah.
everyone, Richard, because of his work schedule, because this is Maria, because this is his thing, it feels right to give this to him, you know?
Oh yeah, but if this is the end of session, I'm going to bed because I have early work tomorrow.
Yeah. Is this end else?
Yep.
Alrighty.
This is the end.
Alright.
Bye,
Adios,
recording.
peoples.
Bye, recording.
Bye.